Thank you. It's very nice to be here in Tallinn. In the past times, I used to come here quite often, but these days I come here maybe once a year. And this was my time now for this year, I think, because it's already end of the year. I'll talk a little bit about myself first before I start the actual presentation. I'm a third culture kid. I lived up in Africa for a long time. My parents were missionaries in Tanzania for 12 years. And I was there with them when I was a kid for a total of 8 years. So I went to the Finnish school in Tanzania for 5 years, and then I went to the US high school in Kenya for 3 years. And when it was 1995, we came back to Finland, and I started my regular life, as I say, in Finland, going to university and establishing my life here in Finland. But before that, all of my life was in Africa. So living in Africa and all of these things that happened there has influenced me a lot, and also in this Bank4Hope that I will speak about it, there's lots of elements that come from my background and my friends' backgrounds. By the beginning, let's watch a short video now. It's a video that we made a year ago. It's a bit old style video, but anyways, it's better than nothing. We are producing a new video at the moment, but it's not ready, so let's see this one now.
I'm 8 years old. With my sister, we opened an account in Bank4Hope with the help of our dad. Helping through Bank4Hope is fun because I can help globally and see who I have helped. Let me now show you how it works. When you have created an account, this is how your account page looks like. On the left side, you can see in real time everything you have done through your account. Your monthly donation is automatically shared to the biggest needs. This way, everyone is equally helped. Here we see a 7-year-old girl from Vietnam who cannot go to school because of her disability, but with our support, a teacher can visit her weekly. If you click here, you can learn more about the solution you provided. Here is a personal and unique message from the person or group you have helped. Down here you see how many other people have contributed to the need. You also see the unique tracking code that makes Bank4Hope special. This tracking code enables following even the smallest donation to the final beneficiaries. On the right side you can see a summary of your account. Here you can add more money to your account for automatic donations. It does not increase your monthly giving. To urgent need requests, you can select who to help. When you give money through these two options, your debit or credit card is charged. You need to type your password to confirm. Now we got a message from the person we just helped. From the upper right corner, you can create your profile or modify it. On settings, you can manage your account passwords and payments. From settings, you can also invite your friends to join Bank4Hope. Please join Bank4Hope and start doing good.
every project has a story, so does Bank4Hope. Bank4Hope first place is not North Hemisphere, and it was not born in a technology hub or an engineer's desk. Neither in advertisement company's office. Location of Bank4Hope's birthplace is south, and it was born at the grassroots level in a very poor community. And how this exactly happened, I will tell you now. My colleague, Mr. Kari-Pekka Murtonen, who I co-founded the Bank4Hope with, was living and visiting at year 2007 a very poor mother's home in Tanzania. This mother was living in very difficult conditions, and she had a disabled child. She strongly wanted to rehabilitate her child, but she didn't have enough money to pay, and only 2% of the total amount of the medical care for this kid. The experience of meeting this mother and her child inspired my colleague, and he started to dream about different kind of bank. About the bank where the people who have more income can regularly save small amounts of extra money, and then this extra could be channeled to the poor people in the world. Through this kind of new bank, giving would be easy and transparent, and at the same time it would give hope for the future to the people. And this is how the name Bank4Hope was born. After the core idea of Bank4Hope was born, we discussed together with my colleague how we should move on. So we started a new charity organization around Bank4Hope, and would Bank4Hope be an innovative fundraising tool for this charity? But quite soon we realized that there is no point to start a new charity. The world is already full of good charities and causes, so why to establish a new one? Instead, we decided to start developing and piloting Bank4Hope as a comprehensive service for charity organizations, for national charities, for global charities, for small charities, and for big ones. To achieve our goal, we started a company around Bank4Hope called Aspectus Ltd. Some people have asked us why a company instead of association or foundation. The reason is because in Finland there is not really any other forms of business status that will fulfill the criteria for public fundings. We have received so far quite many grants from the Finnish government, so our decision with the company Ltd has been good. So far we have raised around 300 euros for this product, and one of the many funders have been Takala, the Finnish funding agency for technology and innovations. We have a very motivated team at Aspectus. Our operating team includes 3 Finnish men, and 2 of them, including myself, we have a strong experience living in Africa, like I told before. Additionally, through our board, we have strong experience, for example, on financial issues and healthcare knowledge from developing countries. We have hired few local people from Vietnam from close to the charity clients' projects. These workers do coding and supporting work for us. They understand the local culture and are a great contribution for everything we do. Luckily, amongst them we have a lady working for us. Otherwise our company would be just full of men, which is not good. When we talk about development, women have a strong influence on the progress of the communities in the developing countries. There's a saying, when you teach a woman, you teach the whole community. So, women should always be considered as important team members. In the very beginning of producing Bank4Hope, we realized that there are so many donation platforms in the world. Some say that there are around 400 different kinds of online platforms, plus, in addition, each charity's own websites for making donations. But after research, we came up into the conclusion that none of the platforms are similar to Bank4Hope, so our product is very unique. There are services like globalkiva.org, where people can give microloans, as many as you probably know. And then there are services like Just Giving in the UK for crowd fundraising. These all are very good and modern ways to fundraise money digitally, and these services have raised millions of dollars and pounds. Compared to this and other services, Bank4Hope is different. Bank4Hope covers all the sectors of development. It can include microloans, healthcare, schooling, and so on. It can include all the sectors of development, no matter what they are. The integrated development projects of Bank4Hope depend on the charities' own will and their own work. From our side, we are ready to integrate everything as long as the project works in an accountable way. What we do, we digitalize the project's reporting, and this enables the transparency flow of information. So the accountability of the project is very important at that stage. Bank4Hope is also different from the services I mentioned because its core idea is on monthly giving. Bank4Hope generates money regularly on a monthly basis to charities. This is the best kind of money because charities can know in advance how much money they will get in each month and each year. One of the Bank4Hope affiliates, Vida International, that was our piloting organization in this, already gets about 40,000 euros annually through Bank4Hope, and we just started our service a year ago and we haven't done hardly any advertisement. There are some services around which have existed for years, but amounts generated to charities to these services are calculated only in hundreds or the most in thousands of euros. Of course, this is much better than nothing, but the speed could be a little faster. Through Bank4Hope at the date of 29th of November, total of a bit over 2,000 men and almost 4,000 women have received direct support through Bank4Hope giving. In community level, almost 30,000 people in six countries have received support with 62 different kinds of solutions. As you can see, we are already making great impact with the people who donate through Bank4Hope. The main difference of Bank4Hope compared to other services around is the Bank4Hope's real-time feedback mechanism. Bank4Hope operates as an end-to-end service. Our charity affiliates, local workers collect data of the field, of the people on the field, and the data can be collected also with the mobiles. They collect as much information as is needed for clear operations, such as name of the people, what kind of need they need, and where they live, and so on. The data is important to our servers, and donations are connected to these needs. This is how people are being helped in a transparent way. In Bank4Hope, flow of information happens on real-time basis and from bottom to up. People who get help always tell their story themselves, show their own picture, and give a personal thank you message to the donors. This gives a dignity to these people. Local project workers make sure that these people get the promised help. In the development aid circles, this is a hot topic worldwide. How to hear the voice of the voiceless? Well, Bank4Hope is already doing this. Through our service, voiceless people always get a real and genuine voice. So sounds good, you may think, but how to make a business out of this kind of service? No matter what the service is, all the companies are thinking and struggling with the business models, and there are no quick success stories. We as a producer of Bank4Hope are the same situation. Of course, we have formed the basic business model. It includes the integration of the charities' development projects to our service. Through integrations, we make the flow of digital information possible to donors. On each integration, we charge a setup fee from the charity. Additionally, we charge a 5% usage fee from the money generated through Bank4Hope. This fee includes the support to the projects. At the moment, we are adjusting our business model and will set up a monthly fee for each integrated project. Our piloting period is over now, but just to be on the safe side, we still have a beta at our site. And then in addition, we are currently developing new revenue sources. For example, impact analysis of the help channel to people in need through these charities. We have a strong presence in developing countries through the projects. Now we're in 6 countries already. And through these projects, we have a lot of entry points to the new market areas. Bank4Hope is a scalable project. Now we have 3 charity organizations from Finland working with us, but constantly we are looking for new and bigger and global markets. We have many ongoing discussions, but of course the discussions with the charities are a bit slow and it takes time for us. There are no quick business deals. We integrate Bank4Hope to the very heart of the charities' operations, so we understand that it takes a lot of time and thinking from them. But once we get the deals, these charities move on to the next level with us. The development aid projects start to report they work with new tools to the donors, and at the same time this empowers the local people. They learn new things, they see in a concrete way what the impact of the project is, and so on. Involving local people in Bank4Hope's operations is very important, and this is what we always try to do as much as we can. Bank4Hope also gives a lot of extra added value. Local people in Africa and Asia have started to innovate additional features to Bank4Hope. Maybe soon they'll start to innovate completely new products around Bank4Hope for the poverty reduction. And we'll be very proud of it. It's always an honor to boost people's self-oriented thinking. We believe that in the near future, transparency, accountability, and openness will be the true standard in the development aid circles. This is also something that donors will require more and more. Flow of information is already fast due to the new technology, and new technology can be used effectively for fundraising purposes also. But aid sector has not yet completely implemented the newest technology to their work. For examples, Charities Aid Foundation in UK urged the charities to integrate fast the digital tools to their work. Otherwise, charities will lose donations from the younger generation. It's the same situation in Finland. Charities are slowly moving to the direction of implementing the new technology, but it takes time for them. But anyways, they are moving to that direction. This is why Bank4Hope has good opportunities just now and in the coming years. When we move fast enough and make the right partnerships, we can be amongst the first service providers who are strongly participating to the change of the world and to the whole concept of how money is given to the charitable causes. I will now give you some numbers that will set our business into the global context. According to Tekes, the Finnish funding agency for technology and innovations sector, where companies build games, is a sector of $65 billion business globally. According to Charity Navigator, people in USA donated at year 2010 over $190 billion to charitable causes. And this number does not even include donations made to the missions and churches, which are traditionally big in the US. As these numbers show, there are much more business potential in the charity sector than there are in the game sector. Charity business is a forgotten business. So many companies are concentrating and focusing on games. Games is a sexy business. We at Aspectus have chosen a different path by focusing on the social issues and concentrating on the service that help the poorest people of the world. Our business is not sexy at all, but we really want to succeed on what we do, because when we succeed, the world will be a little better place for those people who can't afford better lives by themselves. We are committed on what we do. But we need a lot of passion, a lot of patience, and a lot of networking. And we also need money, not just cold money, but social investments. We are different kind of companies, so we also want our investors to be different. They have to see our sector's global potential and be very, very patient. World changes slowly when it comes to the bottom of the pyramid, to the very low income people. But anyways, it changes. Together with our networks and investors, we want to be part of making the change happen and revolutionize global giving through our service. In the end, it's not only about Bank4Hope service and our affiliate charities. It's about investing and working for equality, promoting growth, and creating new opportunities for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, banker. Do you have any questions to Joel? Not yet. You told about the transparency and trust. How you guarantee that all these people who are in your bank, they really need help?
Well, all the people who are integrated into Bank4Hope system through the charitable organizations projects are already in the project area. So the local people who take the photos of the people in need already know who the people are.
So they know them personally?
Yeah, so they know them by person. So they are just integrated in our system. So when a donor comes and gives money through our system, it will connect this money to this need.
Okay.
So it's always known where the money goes by the local people, local workers.
How many people do you want to help in next years?
Well, our vision is that we want to have 1,500,000 monthly donors and to generate a few millions through this. So in the end, it could be hundreds of thousands of people.
Very well. How many banks do you plan to open in next years?
Maybe this is the only one. It has been quite tough to work with this because the Finnish fundraising law is it's one of the strictest in the world. So we have been struggling with it, not much, but a little bit. But nowadays it's okay for us, and the governmental offices have given permission for us that we can run this kind of bank. Because of course there's a problem because we have the name bank. So some authorities might think that our bank goes under the other banking systems. And of course, this is not the case because we are doing something with the charities, so it's a different system. But anyways, the rules and the regulations of Finland are quite tough, so we don't want to open another bank. I think this is the only one that will work with it.
But in other countries, in Estonia, for example?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
So, do you have any questions? Yes, please.
Thank you. I'd like to ask how have you had contact with other charities in Finland, ones that you're not working with, but charities who are also fundraising for different causes, and how do they view you as an enterprise, as a company doing basically what they're doing as a charity? Do they see you as competition? Are they a little upset that now someone is actually sort of self-sufficient, that you don't have to, or sort of you don't work as the regular charities do, or are they supportive that you do bring the or sort of follow this very important question of transparency that a lot of charities do struggle with? So do you know what the Finnish sort of NGOs think of you? Thanks.
Yeah, we know. By now, we have talked to most of the biggest NGOs in Finland. And when it comes to our company, they are not really. It's not a problem for them that we are a company. Other people have told us, like I told before, that in the beginning, that why we didn't form an association, for example, or foundation. but that's not a good way for starting a startup. So we came up with a company, and this has been a problem for the charities. I think the biggest problem for the charities is that with our product we are a bit ahead. I'll say that we are ahead for about 2 or 3 years. All of this that I talked and all of this that Bank4Hope has, we really believe that it will be a standard in this sector. But it will take time. It will take maybe a few years. At the moment, some organizations say that this is a good thing, but they say that the organization is it's too big or too bureaucratic for implementing something like this in a short period of time. Maybe after we talk to them, with them for 1 or 2 years, then they'll start to understand what this is really about it.